DC is in trouble because I just seen Spider-Man Rainy Day, and let me tell you, it was phenomenal, bro. This might be one of the best comic movies of the year. Let's talk about it. Because, bro, the movie starts off as Peter being alone and broken. You know, he has no one to rely on after the spell that Doctor Strange made in No Way Home. It erased almost everybody's memory of Peter Parker, and no one knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man anymore. No one even remembers who Peter Parker is. So, you know, his girlfriend doesn't remember. His girlfriend MJ doesn't remember. His best friend Ned doesn't remember. No one really remembers who Peter Parker is, and he has to live with that for the rest of his life. And this is one of the first times he gets like a huge consequence. And we finally get a grounded Spider-Man story that actually feels like the Spider-Man we all know from the comics. And Peter going through mutation, because he's going through a lot of stress about being Spider-Man, he gets headaches from his spider senses, increased, powers like his organic webs and all that. And I like how they also mentioned Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, where he said Peter too, because remember in No Way Home, Tom Holland's Peter Parker called Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker Peter 2. So I like how you mentioned Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker and how he had organic webs, and saying that he was so cool that he's also cool as well. So yeah, and I also like how he gets grossed out by his organic webs as well. That was pretty funny as well. And plus, when his eyes turn black, stuff's about to go down. Like, he will beat you down. He'll basically beat you to a bloody pulp if he has to. Like, he'll put belt to butt if he has to. And for a long time, actually, I thought he was gonna turn to Man Spider, or 6-armed Spider-Man, but he didn't in this entire movie, which I am a little bummed about that, but I would understand why, because he want to appeal to some kids, so it's kind of understandable, And when he body slammed Scorpion while he was fighting him, bro, to the cop car, and he injured some of the cops, like, bro, that fight scene was insane. Like, oh my gosh, that fight scene was insane. Like him just body slamming Scorpion and just beating him up. Oh my gosh, that was an insane fight. I know Scorpion has a small role in this movie, but the one who plays Scorpion in this movie, I forgot his name. I think his name was like Mac McDonald, or I don't even know what his name was. But anyway, the one who played Matt Gargan, Scorpion, he did an excellent job playing Scorpion. And similar to Fantastic Four, I love how they're, doing a montage of how he's fighting all these different villains, similar to the new Fantastic Four movie, Fantastic Four First Steps. And I just love it, I just love how they're doing everything right about this movie, and how these villains don't really have like a huge role. So they did a really good job with this, and I hope we see these villains later in the future. And when Ned and MJ forgot who Peter was, they forgot completely. Like, they just completely moved on with their lives, Especially MJ, because guess what? I think she is dating a guy named Paul. Oh, Lord. Here we go again with Paul. And, I mean, this version doesn't really seem too bad, but she moved on. I don't hate this version of MJ. I actually love this version of MJ, And it's not really her fault, that she moved on so quickly without Peter, And at least she's not really, like, indecisive like Raimi's MJ. Because, like, bro, like, Raimi's MJ was complicated, but this MJ was a lot better. And, spoiler alert, MJ figures out that, Peter, well, kind of figures out, not really, but, like, she found a note that Peter wrote her at the beginning of the movie, or during No Way Home, and she's like, I'm just confused. It's like, why would you write me this letter? And it's like, she told him that the same girl you love doesn't really love you, Like, I'm not that same girl anymore. And she told him that she doesn't love him, and that scene alone almost made me cry. And plus, when Peter was crying and swinging around the city, and just to get away from the party. It was actually insane. Like, I actually miss their relationship, and I just hope that they get back together soon. And here's another spoiler for any of you guys who hasn't seen the movie. Sadie Sink's character in Spider-Man Brand New Day is Jean Grey. Jean Grey. Yes, she is the new, younger Jean Grey. And let me tell you, at first I didn't really want it, but then when I saw the movie and how it played out, it actually worked. Like, she did a great job playing Jean Grey. Like, she actually has actual red hair, and she's an actual redhead playing Jean Grey, and that's what you need, is an actual redhead playing Jean Grey. Like, and she did an excellent job, This is another great role for her, and I haven't caught up on Stranger Things yet. I'm on season 2, don't judge me. But, yeah, she did an incredible job playing, Jean Grey. And let me tell you, she was a complete menace in this movie, bro. Like, she was controlling everyone's mind. She manipulated Peter. Then Peter had to talk her down, saying that you don't have to do this. You don't have to take lives. And the Punisher in this movie, bro, he was really good. I think this is proof that, Jon Bernthal is the best Punisher. And I haven't seen any of his shows yet, I haven't seen all of Daredevil yet, but dude, he is the best Punisher, and Peter Parker's chemistry with the Punisher is actually insane. Like, Tom Holland and Jon Bernthal's chemistry is the best in this movie. And fun fact, Tom Holland and Jon Bernthal did each other's auditions for Spider-Man and Punisher. And then they made the roles, and they're probably the best versions of these characters, at least in my opinion. Like, Tom Holland's the best Spider-Man, and Jon Bernthal's the best Punisher, in my opinion. And spoiler alert, when Punisher was about to shoot Jean Grey, Peter jumps in front of Jean Grey and and takes a bullet for her, and he almost dies, but then he ends up in the hospital and ends up okay. So I'm glad that he actually saved her, and that was an amazing scene. This movie was very emotional too. And let me tell you, the action scenes, the CGI, and everything are a lot better than the first 3 MCU Spider-Man movies. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the CGI in the first 3 movies. They're just kind of spotty, but in this one, they look more realistic, and I'm actually surprised that they did a really great job with this. And before you say it's AI, it's not AI. It is actual CGI. They actually worked on this, and I'm actually glad this movie came out the way it did. Plus, in the post-credit scene, there wasn't really much going on, but I will say that there was, a spider tracker, and there was an incursion going on. So I'm thinking that this sets up Doomsday. So I think the spider tracker at the end of the movie sets up Doomsday or Secret Wars or whatever movie it sets up. This movie is an easy 10 out of 10, bro. This is probably one of the best live action Spider-Man movies. Yes, it's better than Spider-Man 2. I don't care. And yeah, this was great. This means something to me, bro. This actually means something to me. And I'm glad that we got, the movie that we actually wanted for Spider-Man. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and comment for more videos like this, and let me know what you think of the movie. Also, I'm not ready to say that this is better than No Way Home yet. I'm not really ready to say or really decide on which movie is better between No Way Home and Brand New Day. So I might as well just not be ready yet. But anyways, what would you guys rate out of 10? And comment down below what you guys think of it.